What's up, guys? Welcome back to Gamechanger, the podcast that sees every obstacle for an opportunity for growth. Today, I am so excited to be sitting here with someone very lucky. She loves all things boho style, home goods, Southern. She's just an animal lover, all around amazing human being. Please welcome Pennie.
Hi.
How are you?
I'm doing great. How are you?
I'm so happy you're here with me today.
I know. Thanks for having me.
Of course. We want to dive into who you are today, tell our audience, kind of like get closer to you. So what has driven you to the aesthetic of boho style?
So when I was younger, I was always told I was born in a different generation than I should have been.
Okay.
So in my eyes, I probably should have been like a 60s kid. But going through, I just enjoyed the aesthetic, and it was just something that was comfortable for me and gave me a artistic kind of outlook on moving forward. So,
I love that.
Yeah.
You said that you feel like you were born in a different age. Yeah. So Megan Fox, ironically enough, I have to kind of jump into this. She just had an interview as well on a podcast, and she said that she feels like a very old soul, like she's in her 9th life. Do you believe in any of that stuff? Do you feel like maybe this is your 9th life? Maybe that's why you're more like this?
I don't really know if I believe in the other lives kind of aspect of things, but I know for me, I have a lot of deja vu. I believe in that wholeheartedly.
Yeah.
And I always had it where it was someone's way of telling you where you're supposed to be.
Yeah.
So it kind of just made me feel, I guess, good inside. So
good inside, yeah. When those moments happen, you get that glimpse.
It's a good happy feeling for sure.
Yeah, absolutely. So have you, do you do traveling? Are you lifestyle, enthused? Have there been, any destinations that fits that boho chic style, nature kind of style that you love?
I do live in an RV, so I can move
I didn't know that about
wherever I want to. I really enjoy kind of the New Mexico kind of aesthetic and vibe. That really comes across a lot. And I really like how there's a lot of older hippies there. So they kind of, it kind of fits in there. So that would be a place that I haven't been, but I would love to go. I have been around a lot more of the southern areas of the United States, obviously.
Yeah.
But that would be kind of the Western boho hippie thing kind of going in.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
No, I love that. I didn't know that about you.
Yeah.
So how long have you been doing that?
So I've been in an RV for about 2 years now.
Wow.
Yeah. Actually moving here soon, so we'll see how it goes.
Awesome.
But you just pack it up and drive it down the street.
Yeah, no, I love that. I've followed a couple that lived in an RV, I'm sure you can think of who I'm thinking of.
There's a few.
Yeah, there's a few. But, that is a dream to do eventually, especially hitting all 50 states.
Yeah.
Hawaii you got to fly to. Alaska's a little harder to get to, but at least it's here.
Yeah, it's also very cold.
Yes.
So there's that.
Do you have any tips for anyone that is interested in living this kind of lifestyle, on a budget, anything that has helped you?
Yes. So for me, I do a lot of thrift store shopping. I really enjoy just finding hidden treasures that are within everything that's going on. But for the boho kind of thing, thrift stores, garage sales, everywhere you can find some kind of little treasure trinket that you can add to your treasure trove or collection of things.
Absolutely. Thrift store finds.
Always.
There's some good ones out there. Yeah.
I mean, got these pants there, so.
There you go. Seriously. You know what? My cousin owns a thrift store.
Yeah.
Or whatever, a vintage clothing store, I should say. It's more upscale of a word. But yeah, I go in there and I'm like, I could take everything, but it just,
Yeah.
There's a part of me that I have to find what fits me. Yeah, absolutely. Well, I want to kind of get to know you as a person more, and to do that, I want to know if there's ever been like a moment or memorable experience, this is the Game Changer. So anything that has allowed you to kind of shift your life's perspective into who you are today?
So for me, I've had a lot of issues with my family, and I've learned that a lot of the people that are in your life are not in your life for whatever reason, and they're not always there to use you in a way. But for me, it's the family you choose, not the family you're given. It's kind of been something that's been given up to me over the past couple of years. So it's been really nice to finally find that family and get that nice homey feel again.
Yeah.
So
no, that's amazing. It's good to have that community that is surrounding you, you know.
You get a good background, you're good to go.
Yeah. And I'm sure you've met amazing people along the way of your travels too.
Tons.
Yeah. And it makes you go back down. You know, you have a place to visit, you have somewhere you can go and always stay and feel welcome too. So that's awesome.
Yeah.
Have you felt that like before you discovered this for yourself, like you were almost like a people pleaser in a way, like kind of like trying to fit into things or trying to find that community?
Definitely have always been a people pleaser. It's a blessing and a curse because you can find people who are really good, and you can also find people that are not. But learning to grow and be more confident in myself has also been an eye-opening experience coming as of late, I guess.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, it takes a while for you know. Well, thank you for sharing that. And so when you are people pleasing, you know, it's like kind of almost takes away from yourself.
Yeah.
You know, and
giving
like,
up tiny pieces of yourself to give to other people.
Exactly. Do you feel like
I'm slowly getting those pieces back?
Yeah, that's good. I feel like 2024 is the year that people are like actually coming to self-love and actually coming to self-care too, you know,
self-love,
like taking
self-care.
care of yourself. Yeah.
You got to do it all for yourself, because if you don't do it for yourself, no one's going to do it for you.
Yeah.
And realistically, we don't need them to, so.
Absolutely. There you go. Finger snaps. Finger snaps. Yeah. Absolutely. So I want to know, what is like your perfect, if you can hop in your RV and you had unlimited gas, unlimited supplies, whatever you needed, food, all of that, like where would be your top 10 spots?
All right, top 10. So I really want to go out to Yosemite just because it's beautiful.
Yeah.
Also, there's Cape May, I think, is one.
Okay.
I think that's in New Jersey, but I can't remember if that's exactly the place. And then I would like to go down to the Keys just because it's pretty, and I love the beach.
Yeah.
I don't do well with the sun, but I love the beach.
Lots of sunscreen.
Lots of sunscreen. There's a couple places in Tennessee that are very not Pigeon Forge kind of touristy areas, but more or less the nature, waterfalls, all of that. But you have to get it after it's not frozen.
Yeah.
Or it's had a really good rain.
Yeah.
A couple places in southern Texas, probably around Corpus Christi area.
Okay.
Southern Cali, New Mexico, obviously.
Yeah.
And then probably out in North Dakota, South Dakota areas.
Okay. Yeah. I haven't touched base in those areas yet.
It's been a bit.
Yeah. New Mexico is on my list too.
Yeah.
I feel like I feel like that Spanish style home too, even though, I mean, some of it I don't like, but either way, I think that culture is beautiful.
It is really lovely.
Yeah. Southern California.
Yeah.
Are you going to go move there one day? That's where I want to be.
Probably visit.
Visit? Okay.
Yeah. Go as far south as I can.
Yeah, right.
Cali.
Not close to, what's the like thing on the border? Was it Tijuana? Or something?
I can't remember, but
like
yeah, something like that.
Thing. All right,
I mean, there's cartel in Miami too, sorry.
Yeah, it's everywhere.
It's everywhere.
All right, well, yeah, thank you. I mean, you will get to all those places, and I can't wait for this journey.
You'll have to make me a list.
Yeah, absolutely, absolutely. So is there anything that you are like looking forward to this year that you want to share with us? Any cool like things you have planned?
So for this year, I'm actually going to be doing maybe potentially another trip out to the Amazon down in South America. We'll see how it goes. It could be fun.
You've been before?
I just got back from Ecuador, so went to there and kind of got to experience some of that and really loved it. And there's just another group that's going to the Amazon, so might as well be pretty cool to go.
Well, wait, we can't finish this until you tell me how it was. Like, what experiences did you have? What was like stuck out to you? I mean, obviously the whole trip, but
yeah, it was an amazing time. But the first day that I was there, we went to a whole bunch of waterfalls. They call them cascades, and they were beautiful. They giant, like the bottom of the waterfall had waves.
Okay.
Because it was so much water coming down, and just the hike all the way through was also amazing. There was so much plant life, and it was a beautiful day. It was like maybe 68 degrees, so
that's perfect.
it was so nice. And the humidity wasn't terrible. Thankfully, didn't get altitude sickness, because that would be terrible.
Yeah.
But then we also ended up going to the equator. So yeah, it's one of the 3 countries in the entire world that have the equator go through them that aren't in the ocean. So that was.
And how was that? Were you
No, I jumped across it a few times.
You're like,
Southern Hemisphere?
Can I light on fire?
Southern?
I'm like,
Northern.
I always like had that like picture in my head. Like when I go to the equator one day, I'm going to burst into flames. Like, please, that will not ever happen. But
No, definitely not.
Well, that's awesome.
Yeah, it was a great time.
I'm so glad that you get to go again, or even got to go.
Yeah, we'll see. That's my hope for this year, is to go again, but we'll see how it goes. But that's kind of the only thing I have coming up that would be.
That's just the only thing.
I mean,
South America,
minor details.
Whatever.
Give me another stamp. That's fine.
Yeah. Well, thank you. Yeah. That's awesome. Thank you so much for sharing all of that. And I learned a little bit, and I'm inspired. I want to push my RV living a little bit quicker in my life here. Yeah. Well, yes, I do have one last question, and it happens to be the most important.
All right. Oh gosh, we have to see if I can make it. Just
rub it up, chalk your fingers. Actually, don't chalk because it might slip out.
Let me just.
But can you make this free throw? Okay. Woo! Heck yeah. There you go. She made it. That means that it was a successful podcast. Thank you so much for coming here, Pennie. That was so nice.
Thank you for having me. It's been a great day.
Bye.
Bye.